Hey, y'all. Good Friday, guys. Good Friday. Hope everybody is doing okay. I want to say good Friday. I hope your Friday is starting off decent, going decent, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. So, y'all, budget with me. Budget with me. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do this budget for the month of September. I'm trying to get myself back into the swing of things. For me, I have developed this for myself. I'm not going to do a lot of talking because I got to do a lot of budgeting and I don't have a lot of time. So I just got to get to it. Anywho, what I plan to do is, this is like my goal sheet, and then, I do everything else. Everybody has their own method. A lot of people use the budgeting mom, whatever. Yeah, I'm using my own stuff. I'm tired of, I represent everybody else doing savings challenges. So I'm going to, this is me. All right, guys, so here we go. We're in September this year, and my top 3 financial goals for this month, the month of September, actually I only have 2, because I have to get back in the swing of things is I want to make sure that I record all transactions weekly. That's like a big thing. And then also no spending. I want to no spend, and I want to save my cash wallet, okay? That's the biggest thing. Groceries is going to be one thing, gas is going to be another. I think the biggest thing that I'm trying to do with the no spend, well, we'll get there. So those are the things I want to do. Personal financial goals, it's a little different. Usually I say, okay, pick one of the top 3. Well, actually for personal, at this time, it's really non-financial, but it is. I need to really get my Spanish CEU cert and my telehealth. I've had so much going on from when I bought this in June. June. I have her services for a year because I already paid for the package. And so I purchased this in June 2025. Y'all, it is 3 months later? So July, August. Yeah, so it's 2.5 months later. I really know. So I'm down to 10 months of her services, and I'm like, no, I got to get my thing up and running, So I have a deadline I want to meet. I have to focus on me. That's the non-financial goal. The second one is, I put number 1 because this one actually is first. It's my Spanish CEU cert. I actually signed up for my Spanish CEU. It helps. It's medical Spanish. I have, I have 4, but this is one that I actually paid for. And what I have to do is I get my cert, I get the money back. Once I get the cert, I get the money back. This was like $565. So this one, I don't get money back, but this one was like I think it was $595. I get money back with this, guys. I have got to start this because once again, this ends in January of 2026. So that's September, October, November, December. I actually have 4 months to bust butt to get through this. It is, it's crazy, but I have 4 months to bust butt to get through this, at least to get my money back. This actually takes about maybe, 1, 2, 3. If you time it right, it can take you about 6 months to do. So I've shortened myself by several months. So this is like all this, y'all. This is just very important this month. So my focus is me this month. I did pick up some days at work. Yes, y'all, I did. But the days that I picked up at work are not days that I'm actually physically seeing people. As of this month, yesterday was my last day. As of the end of this month, I'm no longer physically seeing people for my moonlighting sessions. For my moonlighting sessions, I am only going to be doing telehealth, and that's going to be like follow-ups. It's all going to be a lot of follow-ups. I think, however, next week, if I do, it will just be for an hour, because it's next Saturday. It'll be only 1 hour, and the last 3 hours are telehealth. So I just said, if I'm going to do moonlighting, I'm only doing telehealth because I physically will see the people at the doctor's office. I'm not doing that anymore because I have got to focus on this. And you'd be surprised. There is a difference between telehealth and actually physically seeing people because you're not moving around and stuff. But anyway, so these are the things that are the focus, because this is money. It's non-financial, but it was financial to start with. Okay. So, and I'll be honest about this one. This one was $3,000, and it's not bad. All right, so let's go. I know. So the next thing, how am I going to do this one? So I just got to set aside time every Friday around about 9 p.m. while watching my Christmas movie is what I said. But honestly, it's probably going to be either or Thursday. Or guess what? Y'all probably going to end up going over this with me on when I do it. Okay, I'm probably going to have my computer right here, and I'll sit here video and we're going to talk. I'm going to let y'all know, for me, you'd be surprised the things that I can do on here and let y'all meddle in my business that gets this done, okay? And that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do, y'all. That's just what sister's going to have to do. All right, I'm going to grab some of these pens over here. All right, the second thing, what am I going to do? No spend, try to save cash wallet. My no spend, honestly, is going to be my dining out. And I'm going to tell y'all why is it the dining out? Because once again, my waiting on Wednesday, when I do that, once or twice a month. So waiting on Wednesday goal, which is my first goal, which is to reduce eating bad, and to reduce eating out. And that's how I'm going to reduce eating bad, just not eating out. And so I plan on saving that money. I'm still going to budget for it because I'm going to save it over in another spot. But my no spend is going to be on dining out, guys. That's what my no spend is going to be on. So that's my goal for the month. We'll see what I did well. We'll see what I need to do differently. And let's see. I don't have any goals right now for next month. So, we'll wait on that. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's flip over. Now, yeah, y'all, I haven't colored or done anything. So we're just going to, it is what it is. September. I have to pay. What are we doing here? All right, September, I could at least do this. It's going to bleed through. Oh, I don't know. Why did I do that? It bleeds through. Who cares? Only me. Because I printed it out on thin paper. Because y'all, I printed it out at work. Freebie, okay? Who wants to pay for that stuff? Not me. Not right now. All right. I know. Y'all, my printer won't copy. My printer won't anything. I paid for this printer, and it won't. And I'm just like, So I'm over my printer, y'all. I've only used it a couple of times, and I paid $100 for a piece of junk. So I'm just like, whatever. That's why I don't buy stuff. I guess I have to take time to look at it, but you know what? I guess whatever. All right, thank y'all for letting me number this real quick. It's not even numbered. It's already numbered. I'm just going over so you guys can see it. Okay, so yellow and brown because, hey, we going into September, sunflower month. Actually, into now and into next month is sunflower month. All right, so what do we have going on? I've said before, lots of times, I don't have a lot of bills. Let's see. So I have my rent's due on the 1st. That's in the bank. A phone. So my rent, my phone, my Southwest card, which has all of my, my Southwest card has all of my, what are those things on it? Subscriptions. I have my State Farm. That's my life insurance. Xfinity, of course, that is internet. And then Nicor and ComEd. Y'all, when I say I'm cheap, I'm cheap. So where I could cover everything with one check, now I'm just like, And one of the things I did do was I looked down here and I said, okay, so for rent, what is all makes up that rent? I need to, I'm glad. I need to call them. Oops, sorry. I have to call them because remember I complained about renter's insurance? My renter's insurance is not in my rent, and I need to call them. I chose to have it included with the rent. And so now what's going to happen is I'm going to owe 2 months, and I hate that. I'm going to talk to them about it. I hate that. So I'm going to have to figure something out. All right, so then the next thing is, there's my subscriptions. I wrote that down. That's how I came up with the 72. AT&T, y'all, let me tell you something. Is one of the things I want to talk about real quick is these bills. Y'all, watch out. Watch out for this stuff. I put last bill, I put AT&T, and I was so confused as to what happened. I was like, why am I still paying for AT&T? I was like, well, maybe it's for last month. I said, no, I think this is for this month. Well, come to find out, when I called, I had canceled the service. The girl tried to sell me into purchasing, like, because they don't have it in the village I'm in, there's no AT&T, but they have AT&T Air. And I was like, she said, well, you can take a look at it. I was like, no. I said, go ahead and cancel it. And I'll just, I'll look at it on my own. If I want it, I'll get it back. But just go ahead and cancel it. She never canceled it. That's the other thing I need to do. I need to drop off AT&T equipment. I'm thinking about all this. See, I'm telling y'all. And bank. I got to go to the bank. Telling y'all, man. All right, so be mindful of your bills. Check this stuff. Check your bills, check your account. And that's why I said I'm glad I'm doing this again. All right, so there's a couple of things I need to reimburse. And I will do that when I do my sinking funds. I need to reimburse for my medical bill. That was $243.78. I need to reimburse for Brooks, the shoes. If I reimburse for these, that means I'm not going to take them back or send them back. Long story. And then I need to reimburse for my Josh Johnson, which is $88.44. And then I got my jump ropes. So $127, I think it was, and some change. I need reimbursed for jump ropes. So like, why do jump ropes cost so much? Because they're weighted jump ropes. And because of the scheduling that I had and how I did myself and everything happened and how I had to redo my schedule, y'all. So anyhow, it was hard for me to exercise. So I just said, forget it. I was like, I'm just going to jump rope. It's easier. I can do 1,000 jumps a day. I'm up to 600 because I only do it like every other day or twice a week. So once I get up to 1,000, I'm going to try and do 1,000 a day. And it helps with legs and core. Anyway, all right. Y'all don't hear all that. So what I decided to do was, all right, for housing. My housing for this month, I estimated it was going to be $23.50. Y'all, I know it's hard to see this stuff because it's all the same color. And I don't have any other, you know what? Here we go. There we go. Mrs. America. Let's see. I'm going to have to do this so y'all can see it. $23.50. I know good and well when I do that, it's going to bleed through. Nope. Okay, just write light, girl. Just write light. Baddies and budgets, y'all. Baddies and budgets. I got to stop advertising to everybody but myself. All right. So $23.50 for the utilities. For the rent. And then, let's see. For utilities, I have $30 for NICOR. That is, what is that thing called, y'all? Gas. $85 for electric. That's what it looks like it's been running. $66 for internet. Let's see. $54 for cell phone. $54 for cell phone. And it looks like within my subscriptions, I do know that 3 of that. So $238. So $238 for that. Okay. So that's how much I have for utilities, $238. All right. So for transportation, I plan on, $240 for gas this month. That went up. And then $35 also for, what do you call that? $35 because I have a subscription or a membership to get a car wash and detail, a monthly one. And I never thought I would ever have that, but since I've been living up here, it makes sense because of the dust, the dirt, and the snow. So, and the car wash stays open all year. But last month I didn't do it, so or this month, at least if I get it this weekend, I'm gonna have to pick a time every weekend to do it. So use y'all's memberships, y'all. Don't forget. All right, so groceries. Groceries for me include groceries, which is $250. I plan on doing $250 a month. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is because it's just me. All right, household is $50. All right, and I am planning on saving my dining out, which is $60 every 2 weeks. I could reduce that, which I did, but I was like, beef that back up. So I'm probably gonna, you know what, minus 60. Yeah, you know what, plus 60. I'll keep it that way. Let me redo that again. I'll just keep it as is for the time being. 250 plus 50 plus 120. I may decide during the month that I'm not going to. Okay, 420. So we have 420. All right, personal care. Personal care, what goes into personal care is going to be my splurge. I'm only doing 60 for that. What else? There's something else. Is there another membership? No. Okay, so 60 for that. And then 132 for State Farm. So 133 for State Farm. That goes into there. So that takes care of everybody up there, right? That does. All right, so, and then, let's see. Giving. Nope. Do I do giving? Yeah, giving goes in there too. And then my grandkids. So 263, because to me that's all personal. I don't think I have anything else. Okay. So that took care of that, and that. Okay, and so 73. So I said 73 minus 3 minus 35 equals 35. Wait a minute. Yeah. All right, so then 20. Okay, so 21 plus 11 equals 32. So about 35 again goes into, so the other 35 goes into entertainment because that is my subscriptions. There you go. All right, debt. I don't have any debt. Savings. Now, savings is wild. Savings is wild. Savings includes a couple of things. So we have 50 for emergency, 60 for car maintenance. And I did a little thing over here for budget. So I would like to show y'all, but we'll be okay. All right, 60 for medical copay. What did I cut out? Because I stopped professional fees. That's right, because I have enough money in the bank. I don't know about the subscription. 60 for subscriptions. I'm probably going to stop that too, guys. 164 for condo fees and HOA. HOA is cheap. It's already paid off for the year. I want to put 25 in extra groceries and 25 in miscellaneous. All right, so that's 444. And this is actually sinking funds. And so then, all right. Okay, so then we have, what am I doing for savings challenges? So we are going to do, to me, this is extra savings. So these are saving challenges. Okay, so sinking funds, saving challenges. And so 220, that's travel. Saving 220 for travel. This is for the grandkids activity. Nope. No, I said I was not including that. If I have the money, I'll save for that. These are things I have to save for. $100 for adulting because I got to start saving for these house repairs. $200 for splurge because this is all I got for 2026 and I'm going to save that. I have and $200 for the month for Christmas. So I knocked it down to $50 a week. If you looked at my video yesterday, you'll know that, yeah, that is what I decided. So I'm no longer saving for self-care, so I can knock those out of the park. I would like to save, so these are the things I have to save for. All right, miscellaneous. What's going on in miscellaneous? So 2750 times 0.30 is 825. So if you want to know what that is my share of the residential facility for the 11-year-old. That comes out of my savings. My high yield savings. So 825. Yes, 825. And this is to pay, that's the bill. I'm telling y'all, these residential facilities, when people say you should do A, B, C, and D, this stuff is expensive. And that was the court order one. All right, so there's that. If I have some extra money, I would like to save an extra 150 plus 50 plus, I'm going to do that one, 97 plus 225 plus 200. I'd like to save an extra 722, but I don't think that's going to happen. This is my wish list. 722, and you're like, why would you like to say that? Just because I have some savings challenges I would like to complete, but I have to come back on that. All right, so and all this comes out of my paycheck. 2350 plus 238 plus 275 plus 420 plus 263 plus 35 plus 444 plus 500 is, oh God. Is what's going to come out of my salary. Y'all see, that didn't even come out of my salary. All right. So that's how much out of my salary this month is going to come. This really sucks. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to make it to December, and after that, I gotta go because this is just not something that I can't. I don't want to live on that amount. I gotta change jobs. This is not gonna work. You know what? I'll be okay. You'll be okay, Tara. See, these are the emotions I go through with budgeting, so I just want to let y'all know. Okay, I just want to let y'all know. 2350 plus 238 plus 275 plus 420 plus 263 plus 35 plus 444 plus 500 equals 4525 plus 825 equals 5350. Now, grant it, and I'm a zero-based budgeter. This is my goal. So this is what I'm going to be spending out of my check this month to cover basics. Yes, this is savings and sinking funds. This is literally, so we'll round it up 1,000 of that. It would be 3525, right? But at the same time, I'm adding my sinking funds and my extra savings. I talked about this yesterday about not making the money that I used to. Like all of this would have been covered in one check or prior. So that's why I'm like where I am right now, and why I'm just like, I gotta do my telehealth thing. It's my own thing. That's all I keep saying. I like helping the underserved. I like helping the underserved. I like helping the underserved. I do. I actually do. I do, because I was underserved. Y'all pray for us, sister. Pray for us, sister. I have no debt. I have no debt. Y'all, it's just stuff I have to say. But I will say this, my goal is I want to, I pray that I am able to really get started on my, what do you call that? On my Iowa business, because I was right across the border 2 hours away, because there's also some stuff I can do. If I really want to do something, I can kind of drive across the border, rent out some space, do some weekend stuff for myself, make my own money that way, in addition to telehealth. So I can do physical visits and telehealth visits so that I can make my money that way. Kind of like the same thing that I'm doing here. And it's my own business, and then start building from there as people start, what do you call that? As I start getting some recognition, and that money I want to go to, because I do want a new car. So that'll be me paying myself to get a new car. All right, guys, that's my budget with me, okay? And I know this is drawn out long. I talk a lot. I'm a Gemini, so get over it. And country. I'm a country Gemini at that, so I really talk. Okay, so, all right, the last thing we have to do is we have to do our adulting stuff. That's already adulting. Let's end our adulting with some fun, okay? We are going to do some grown folks-ish, okay? We are going to do some grown folks-ish. And so this is my Baddies and Budgets book. This is what I'm actually going to be using to save money. To save money for these home repairs, all right? If you watched my video yesterday, if you haven't, you should go watch it. But if you watched my video from yesterday, as I had explained, you know, we do a lot of repairs, y'all. We do a lot of repairs because of these kids. And so, you know, this is to save for those repairs, because the house will probably maybe getting sold next year. It just depends. We will see, because, you know, stuff happens. We say stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. So odd, even. If it's odd, we are going to spin the top. If it's even, we are going to spin the bottom. Spin the bottom. Let's see. It is even. We'll spin the bottom. Where's this? I got $50, y'all. $50 is all I have. All right, we're going to go to 13. Baddie needs a bag. So we're going to 13. That's how we're going to do this. I'm going to put this money right here. All right. That's 12, y'all. That's 13. 2. I'm going to spin the bottom. 15. All right. Let's go to 15. And 15 is leaving the group chat. It's called vacation. Really, 2? Y'all, hold on. 6. It's still the bottom. All right, so we are going to 19. Let me hold something. Y'all, that's another one I want to talk about. And people be wanting to help family members, and I know, you know what, I had no problem with people, their religion, being Christian and all this other stuff, but y'all can't keep helping the same people that can't help themselves. We got 2 more rows, y'all. 2 more rows. 1, about time. About time. All right, and 1, tired of these tires. Y'all, I do need some new tires. I need some new tires. And y'all, I haven't even, I know, y'all gonna be like, Tara, I ain't got my sunroof fixed yet. All that complaining I did. And that concern too. Oh my God, everything went to the bottom. 11, keep the lights on. The lights are on, but you're not home. No, but you know, I know people want to take care of family and stuff, but y'all, you can be so to the point that you believe in something so much and you follow it so much, and actually it's to the detriment of yourself, and you can't get ahead because you keep helping out family members that ain't gonna never, ever help themselves. All right, so we have $10 here for this one. And what we are going to do is we are going to color in this $10 on this wheel right here. We're going to color this wheel right here. Let's do that. And as I get to the bigger number, guys, you know me, I'm going to chip away at it. So I'll do a little bit at a time. Like this $60, if I got to color it in into 6 spaces, that's what I'm going to do. Or section it into 6 spaces. I will do that. And then I will color that. That's just how it goes. All right, so tired of these tires. We tired of these tires. What's next? All right, so we are going to keep the lights on. Oh, I should have probably let that, because we all know how that's going to transfer. We're going to keep these lights on. Are we going to keep these lights on? Yes, we are. We are going to keep these lights on. So this saves, oh, a late fee. Oh, she got to throw a whole $80 late fee in there. All right, Jasmine, you gone with your bad self. So we're going to color this first one. We'll just go ahead and we're going to do that, y'all. Let's color this first one. With the pink, y'all, this one's got to go. Because it never colors on anything. I don't understand. And it hasn't really been used, but it just don't want to color. All right, so let's do that one. We're going to keep these lights on. All right. And I'm thinking of starting another channel, guys. And you're like, why? Because I have an idea. But I probably won't because I got things I need to do. All right, so this one is Betty needs a new bag. And so, of course, this is like for a purse or something like that. Refresh your wardrobe. But we ain't going to be doing that. I think I might take these and do a little more with them. Because look at all that. Or I guess you can save it however many times you want to save it. Really, which it really doesn't work that way. But that's how it may work. All right, so let's do this $10 here. That's how it may work. Because, Jasmine, you be giving me ideas, girl. All right, so Betty needs a new bag. All right, 2 more, guys. We are leaving the group chat, vacay. Let's leave this group chat. All right, so there are no $10 in here. Yeah, there's $10 right there. I got lucky. This is going to be very interesting. I'm going to tell you that. I got lucky. All right, so let's do that. All right, and our last one is, I've got to just stop turning this all of a sudden because y'all, sorry guys. Oh well. All right, let me hold something. No, but I will save into it. So there's a 5, there's a 10. We are going to do that 10. Let's do that 10. Can I do this light blue? It's gone. Well, yes it is. All right, there we go, guys. So we did our budget and we saved a little something. That's my goal. When I have to do my budget, guys, my goal is to at least save a little something. I know this isn't a My Money Monday, but this Monday coming up, I am going to be doing something else with my money. And I wanted to go over that. But I did want to at least get my budget for the month of September going because I need to. I need it to. I love the quality of this. I love it. All right. So let me put this in here, guys. Oh, my God, y'all. Yes. Clean up. Somebody played the cleanup game too much as a little kid. Now look at me. I got to clean up every time. So thank y'all for coming. Thank you for being a part of this video with me. If you like this type of content, don't forget to comment below, y'all. All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to adult. Don't forget to budget. Everybody's out here saving, but don't forget to budget your money, okay? And I'm going to see you in my next video. Toodles.